Hey, Eric.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Not really Michael, but I can't even pretend to be. Hang on. He asked for a couple of minutes. There's Sarah. Okay. Hang on. I'll come on in.
Hello.
Hola. What's up?
Hi, guys. Hey, Eric, before Michael jumps on and we begin, I want to just make sure that today you and I get to any of the stuff that I know that we want to review. So I've been like super focused on this video for the last couple of days, but after our call today, I'm playing catch up and loose ends with a bunch of shit. So if you want me for anything, I'm here.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds good, Sarah.
Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Cool.
Victoria, my boyfriend, Jed Williams, sent back another audition.
Jed Williams. Is that a
No,
real
I
name?
couldn't
Jed.
pull that up when I was trying to listen to it.
What? Did I send you,
No,
Jed?
you had sent me one. You had
Oh, dude,
sent
Eric,
I hired this guy.
this guy sounded like he was a human trafficker from the movie series Taken.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, basically like an undercover KGB, like mobster type guy.
Yeah.
My type of people.
But I admire his spunk for applying because, I said no accent, and this guy was like all whiskey, cigar, Eastern European bloc. But it was hilarious. And I was like, yes, if we ever wanted to do something that was, scripted, that had like a storyline where we were, with personality. Yeah, awesome. And I heard lots of voices that would be good for a subsequent video with aliens eating faces off, which was another concept I had going. And, come to think of it, we could have used that creepy guy's voice for the concept 3, doing it in the dark. Things you can do in the dark versus things you shouldn't do in the dark. And there are lots of things you can do in the dark, but running a business is not one of them.
We're just giving entrepreneurship a whole new level here.
Listen, you guys, I'm a creative. And so when I sit down to think about things and I just let my mind
Creative juices start flowing, right?
just go, yeah. I also had one called 752 million, which is the amount of search results you got back when you typed entrepreneur into Google, And I thought that was a great idea about showing the volume of, the overwhelmedness versus the one place. So there were a lot of good concepts. And I think that video needs to be, and I'm sure Eric would agree, video really needs to be a mainstay in our website and in our social. I mean, like in general, video is where it's at for us. So maybe we could probably get into a swing of producing great video content.
Cool. All right, let me see where Michael is. Hold on.
You've been watching the news last night and today?
The riots.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've been to Minneapolis. I got really close to doing a big deal with a big food company there. I can't believe it's slipping my mind right now. They make the Pillsbury dough and all that. Anyway, and it wasn't ConAgra. ConAgra was the one after General Mills. And so I was in Minneapolis. It's just crazy to see everything that's happening and everything on fire.
You see Louisville too?
Louisville, there's Columbus, where I live. Columbus is rioting.
Really? I did not see that. I did see that 7 people were shot in Louisville.
Yeah, if you look up Columbus riot or Columbus protest, you'll see that. And then Cleveland, there's a big one planned on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
They're planning it, so hopefully it's better.
I'm going to tell you, I'm surprised with the amount of people that are unemployed in this city.
There's a dead fly in the playroom.
Uh-oh, it's dramatic. I'm surprised with the amount of people that have been unemployed in this city that we didn't experience any more civil unrest. I know that people have been, ripping up empty commercial properties pretty badly, but they're not talking about it in the news and in the media. And I know that people have been walking away from commercial leases like left and right, but nobody's talking about it. And I'm surprised that we haven't seen more stuff happening here.
I think, thank goodness, right? I mean, the civil unrest is what concerns me with
Me too.
everything with COVID. And that's why, when everything first happened with mandating closures, I had said to Lindsay, I said, I really hope they get those checks out fast for people. I mean, there are people that, it literally can't afford food. That causes issues. You don't want that happening.
Yep. That was the big scare for me when everything started happening too, was civil unrest and being a woman who lives alone. And that's when I was like, dude, I would really like you to spend some more time here, because if things get scary, I don't want to be a woman living in a house by myself, like that's just walking Target. And I just, it's scary and it's intense and people are angry and they've been cooped up. So you add all of these different, it's like putting a Mento in a shaken thing of soda. People are already angry, tired, upset, broke, frustrated, cooped up. And then, you add, long-standing social injustice, and like it's just, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then on one side of the street, you have regular everyday citizens who are armed and defending things, and then on the other side, you have cops. I mean, it's a lot to take in. It's intense. Victoria, is there anything specific that you need from me today?
Sorry, I was just trying to get Michael. He's talking to Diane. He said 2 minutes. Because she has ties into the SBDC there in Tennessee. Okay. So we have the World Women Foundation press release. So I have to dig. We have to dig a little deeper because I haven't seen the actual press release. I just saw them post on social media that they basically partnered for this 3-month program. So we have to think a little bit about this.
Okay, so I don't need a strict schedule. You just give me a call whenever you're free today, and we can do some work.
Cool.
Was that NEC that you referenced?
No,
World Women Foundation.
World Women's Foundation.
So yeah, I mean, they posted on Facebook and they posted on Twitter. Guys, hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Hi, Michael. Can't hear you.
You see my shirt and the shirt.
Michael, your
Victoria's
shirt and your picture match today.
right? Victoria's logged in as me.
That's the stud
I
Henley.
am.
That's the actual shirt.
I refer to that as the stud Henley. Or it's not a Henley, it's a baseball shirt. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry I'm late, guys. Hey.
No problem. So what I shared with the team before is that obviously I've been like super heads down on this because my aim was by today to give you guys everything that you needed to be successful with this explainer video, a script, picked out music, an entire storyboard that made sense, an identified music and an identified voice actor, and all of that is done. So it's pretty awesome. So what I just want to do is walk you through the pieces, and Michael, this may feel like a little bit more detail than you may like, but I promise every one of these pieces is really important. And if a couple of the pieces are great and one of the pieces is off, it will make a big difference. So what I just want to do is walk through the 2 quick changes that I made to the script last time based on your feedback. Then I'll share with you the voice actor I've picked out. I'll play 10 seconds of each of the music so you can get that back into your head. And then I will review the storyboards with you guys, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I'd like to share my screen with you. I'm gonna do that now. It's disabled. Could you allow me to share screen?
Maybe you.
And I want to thank
Oh.
Eric for his feedback and support during this process, because we looked at the script together and tried to trim out where we could. So he was helpful for me.
Okay.
Thank you for that,
Eric,
Eric.
try now.
Of course.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, that let me do it. That lets me do
Okay.
it. Yeah. Okay, can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to start off with the couple of edits that you requested for me. First was that you wanted to make it clear that it was a product, that it was an actual item, so I added this one word. It used to say we created a resource. Now it says we created a product, a resource, one place that you can go, so that it's very clear that it's an actual tangible thing. And then you were really interested in having a specific tell that we could show people that we understood, not just saying we understand the struggle, but we get it. So I added this line, you know that feeling when panic sets in the night before payroll hits and you're worried you can't cover it? We do, which is an idea that you refer to again and again and again. So those are the 2 changes that you requested. And besides that, we didn't really chop. We may have removed 1 or 2 words and nothing more than that.
So quick tactical thing. I think you need a you where it says, and you're worried, it should be you can't cover it before the word can't. You're worried you can't cover it, right? And just below that where it says strategic and personal questions, I think that should be business and personal questions.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool, thanks, sorry, just noticed. Cool.
No, you know the reason why I changed that, Michael, is because I use business 10 words later.
You could put company at the end, running your own company.
Okay, fine. I didn't want to repeat the business twice.
Yep.
That was why I did it. Okay, cool. So any other questions on this script? Otherwise, it's tight and we're good to go.
V?
Ready to go.
Okay, awesome. So let's get to our voice actor. My new boyfriend, Jed Williams. I don't think that's his real name. Sorry.
Yeah, he's like a serial killer somewhere.
No, he sounds like I don't know. That's his headshot. Okay, so I listened to 48 auditions and I put us in at the lowest price level that we could be bid at. And I was excited about this guy from the beginning, and he put in an audition for us. So hopefully you can.
We've created a different cup made out of barley, like your beer. A cup to raise a toast to music. A cup to have fun with. Together we built.
He's got a nice.
This is Colton on a random Sunday morning in his robe eating a piece of pizza. At 28 years old, Colton has traveled the world. Get an exceptional deal from your East Alabama, West Georgia Honda dealer now.
He's got a great conversational tone to him, which I really, really like. And he did give us an audition. He first sent me the first, and it was a little slow, and there was background music. And then he sent it again faster. It's a little too fast, but I think he's going to be great for us.
Strange land. Nobody speaks your language. There are no street signs telling you which direction to go, so you spend valuable time wandering around the city totally lost. You don't know how to ask for help and end up feeling so frustrated you want to scream.
So I really like him. We got a lot of people who bordered on sounding like a bug repellent or a car salesman, and Jed just sounds like the kind of guy you want to have a beer with and knuckle bump with, which I think is the perfect balance for us. So I'm going to recommend that we go with him. Any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay.
Good.
So one thing that's really easy to note here is that just as soon as we do this, we can absolutely take the exact same video and hire a female voice. So we'll have 2 videos, and that way we've got double the video that we can use at any given time. And one of the cool things about the voice actors is that whenever we do any video, and if it's not a particularly story driven or personal narrative driven, we can easily swap out the voice actors to match any of our buyer personas. So there's always a lot of freedom with that.
Sarah, so can you go get the female voice now too, please?
Sure, absolutely. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so we're all cool on that. I'm super excited that we're gonna have Jed. He's awesome and seems easy to work with. Okay, just a reminder then, so you know, we've got 2 pieces of music. I'll just play 15 seconds of each, and it will see on a time basis which one is the one that we're going to work with, but these are the ones that had the top 2 votes, okay? Here is one. And I'll skip to another part so you can hear how it goes. Now, between the 2, this was not my favorite. This was because it remained steadier, but also gave us breaks, and it's this one.
You can't hear it, Sarah. You turn it up a little bit.
Sorry, what?
I couldn't hear it. Could you guys hear it?
Couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It may not work, guys. I have my volume up fully, so I'll just send you an email link. Were you able to hear?
It started.
Yeah, it started, Sarah. And right, just try it again.
Okay.
And it cut out again.
Oh, and then it cuts out. That's weird.
Just move it forward a little bit, Sarah. Maybe it's just the track.
Nope.
No, we can't hear it.
Huh.
No?
Interesting. Nope.
Okay, so that may not work with the video and the screen sharing, but I'll send you guys that link.
Do you guys have a preference, Eric, Victoria?
I really like that first one. That's number 3 right there.
Yeah, did you play the whole way through, Victoria? The thing is, you can't just go the whole way, because I think the first one gets a little comical towards the mid and the end, which is when we're explaining product. So it starts off nice, but once they add in the rest of the music about halfway through, I don't know that I love the shift in where it goes. So for me, I prefer the rhythmic one, but I think we can make both work, but I think I prefer the rhythmic one. What about you guys?
Can you send the link again?
I will. I'll send them both when we get off, okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. I liked 3, and then with 4, I really liked it, but I think after you hear it, it's better, like the jungle elements. I like that, but I think 3 was the one for first time.
Yeah, 3 is like a catchy tune that kind of sticks with you.
Other thing, one more thing. I think for like $50 or something, we might be able to download an Audition. And if we can do that, then I can literally overlay the, 1 minute of talking on different test songs so we can hear it. So if you're cool with that one expense, then I'll do that.
Hey, Victoria, did you say you liked 4 also?
I like 3 because it's like a catchy. I have to listen to it again to explain about the full version.
Everybody picked 2, and of the 2, and of the several, everybody picked 2. And the ones that had the same amounts of votes was 3 and 4, both had 2 votes each. So those were the top 2 between the 4 of us.
Is this rhythmic thing 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
3,
I'd like to make it
just to me.
What's that?
I was just gonna say 3 to me is just like it's a catchy tune, and I really like that it's not, you know, it's a little different, so it stands out and kind of a cool tune.
Okay. So are you sending it, Sarah? So do we want to make a decision on this now, or?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought we were going to do it after. I can send it now. Hold on.
No, if we're going to decide, let's decide.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my email. Let me pull my email up again. And again, remember,
I'm just trying to think about demographics too. You were trying to think young, old, men, women, like who is it gonna appeal to, right? So
okay, guys, I'm resending this to everyone.
So V, why don't you tee it up and share?
So the top 2 choices that I had suggested for us were 2 and 4. And remember, when you listen to it, not just to listen to the first 20 seconds, but like go halfway through and listen to that as well.
On the email that you have, V, do you have all 4 of them?
They should be all 4 of them, yes.
Yeah. So why don't we all listen to all 4 of them together and make a decision?
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Hold on.
Hey guys,
Just so we can.
I have a hard stop at 1:30 that I have to pop off for 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I just want to let you know now if it's
Okay,
something.
hold on. No problem. Let's see.
Well, but hold on. Sarah, I would assume that we want to have the whole team on this to try to sign off on this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we need more time than later today. Let's find a time where we can all jump on the phone.
So I like both options on those that we had listened to. I like the 3 as well.
And 4. Can I play this real quick?
Yeah.
Or do you have 2 minutes? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It may be that Zoom doesn't allow a third party.
Oh wait, but it's because I hear it in my headphones. But how do I make you hear it? Okay, I think we just need to listen to them separately and just everybody say 3 or 4, and then we'll make a decision.
Okay.
I really don't want to do that. Is there any way we can figure this out, please?
Let me see if I can play it on a phone. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I might be able to play it on my phone, which is not.
I want to walk away with a decision.
I understand. I don't know. I'm trying to troubleshoot.
Yep.
Okay, but Eric has to jump anyway, so you can come back at.
Yeah, I prefer the 3 over the. I like the 4 a lot with the jungle noises, but I think for the majority of people, 3 would be the best.
I'm cool with whatever you guys. Okay, so here's 3. Let's see if I can play it.
Yep, we can hear it. I think we get that one, Sarah. Play the others.
Okay, hold on. Premium beat. Okay, so this is 4.
It just went out again.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'll give you that one. Can I just play another one once more, because I can give you that 4 is fun and edgy, but might not be the most neutral.
Yep.
Can I do one more again? Is that cool?
Sure. Yep.
So I liked 3 because it made you feel like you were traveling.
Yes.
I like that
That's right.
catchy tune, and
I'm thinking of like
really,
Capri, Italy, so like walking
yeah.
and trying to figure out where to go.
All right, 3 it is. Let's do it.
Okay.
Agreed?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like this. Sounds too Charlie Chaplin to me.
Hey guys, we have music. Perfect.
That's 3.
Yeah, I have to pop off if you need anything, I will be back here in about 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
Thank you very much.
What do you guys want to do? You want to come back in a few minutes, or you want to stay on the line?
No, let's keep going.
Yeah.
So we've got music solidified. The next is just to review the storyboard, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, so can you guys
All
see?
right. Yes, yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just walk you through. We've got like 26 shots. So I'm just going to walk you through kind of what I envisioned for each of them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we begin with, and everything is done in our brand colors, okay? So we begin with our dark color with a black screen, fade in. Video begins with a black screen, fade in, text in orange. Imagine getting off an airplane and arriving in a strange land. Nobody speaks your language. And the word strange land is coming towards the front, right? It's emerging.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have black screen fade in with an image, and we fade into an image of street signs. Doesn't have to be this one, but we fade into some sort of street signs, right? And the voiceover is, there are no street signs telling you which direction to go, so you spend valuable time wandering around the city feeling totally lost. And then we move to a fast flip image carousel. So what you want to know is that there's timing on this, and it's 1, 2, 3, right? It's 1, 2, 3. Everything has got beats and rhythm, and that beat and rhythm is repeated in the first 9 frames. So we're taking somebody on a it's pacing, okay?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
for the fast image flip carousel, we're gonna have a fast scroll through of various black and white images of people screaming. Some of them are irreverent so that we keep our humor, like a lion roaring or a cat or a baby crying, with the word scream on top. And the text is, you don't know who to ask for help and end up feeling so frustrated you want to scream. So the other thing that you should know is that we've divided this into chapters. Chapter 1 is establishing the problem. Chapter 2 is where we kind of go into the next phase, and chapter 3 is where we explain the product. So in chapter 1, everything is black and white, and in the later chapters, we move into color. So when we're in problem, it's a little bit more dramatic and it's black and white, and then when we're in solution and branding, it's in color to really make it pop, okay? So after we go to the scream, then we go back to the strange land concept. We're basically mimicking the same 3 steps. Video begins with black screen, fade to text in orange, strange land. Now imagine getting off that same plane in the same strange land. And then we have in the next beat, we've got a black and white image fading in, or some sort of transition of street maps, either being held or alone, right? And this is where he says, but this time we have an expert tour guide, a local who has all the community connections, tons of city map, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so Sarah, just one comment. I know this is a little bit detailed, but maybe that's a phone and not a map, right?
That's okay. I mean, we can do that, but I was just playing off of the idea of the traveling idea and how you use a map to make sure you're not lost. We have an expert.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand. Just nobody ever uses a map anymore. So just a little out of date. So we just have to figure out how to do that.
Okay, hold on. Let me make a note. Are you open to like a hand holding a phone that's got directions on it, or a map?
Yeah, of course.
Google Maps.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, totally. I just mean nobody uses a physical map.
No, it's fine.
Great.
It's fine. I'm just making notes. Hold on. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just...
No, don't, Sarah, don't rush. Don't rush. Take your time.
And my dad would be very offended.
I know.
Okay. All right, and then we move.
Exactly.
And then we move into the idea of, so you never feel alone while traveling. And again, we've got this beat. So it's pacing, right? Storytelling is pacing. And when we say the word community, so like last time, and the word scream, we had like fast flip. And the same with community. And this will be a bunch of people in various size groups showing emotion, like really reinforcing the word community, like what that feels like, right? So far we've got problem, problem, problem. And then we go to scene 7, blank screen. If you're an entrepreneur, you know running a business is a lot like traveling in a strange land. Now, if you want to, we can do another word highlight here, but there wasn't one that pulled me. We could just do entrepreneur or business, but I left that TBD because there wasn't a word that like really, really stood out for me, but it's the same format here. So we've got, if you're an entrepreneur, you know running a business is a lot like traveling in a strange land. And then we go black screen, fade in image. We want an image of, I need to fix this text, hold on, sorry, scene 8. That text isn't right. We're looking for images of like a back dark alleyway or a pothole or a foot in a rainy street, something that looks like, oh, that's a place I don't want to be, right?
Hey, Sarah, I might actually, do you want like stock photos? Because I might actually have some pics over in Portugal, those like those really high hills in the dark that we find.
Yeah, these are all, everything I pulled is from Unsplash. These are all stock photos from Unsplash.
Okay.
So if you have something you want to send me that'll work, you know, we can totally put it in there. I've just pulled, there's a ton of stuff on Unsplash too. I just pulled mock-ups, you know?
So Sarah, as far as the word, when you come in, I kind of like the idea of the word, right? Okay. So what would the word here be?
I would say either entrepreneur or business. I might say business because we're going to use entrepreneur a lot later.
Yep.
So it would be strange land, business, because business is the strange land, not entrepreneur. The business, running a business is the strange land. So I would do business.
So it wouldn't be, not to make this literal, but just because it wouldn't be journey or roadmap.
And we're pulling words that are in the text. So if the voiceover for this portion, if you're an entrepreneur, you know running a business is a lot like traveling. I think business is good, you guys.
So both of the previous ones say strange land.
Yes.
But the second one is when you're in a strange land, but you're in it better, right? Because you got the guide.
But they don't know that yet.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
So we have to get them to the same starting point.
Yep.
Show them the step 1 is the same, step 2 is different.
Gotcha. Okay.
And step 3 is either scream or happy, right?
Yep.
So they go in the same place. But I'll totally, I'll make the edit. I mean, I can do that no problem where it says business. I think that's good. So then we pull into a shot of some sort of a dark alley because we want to show that feeling. And then we've got except in business, there's a lot on the line. So what is on the line when it's your business? It's your money, it's your family, it's your personal sanity, right? So we run through another fast image carousel. I need to update text 9, sorry. To show all the things that hang in the balance of the success of running a business.
Yep.
Okay.
Your passion, all that.
Exactly. But we're looking for images that represent those things. So now you'll see where we'll continue to go. So then we say, what is on the line in business? Your time, your money, and the dreams you've been working so hard to bring to life. So we're going to do the same bump, da, 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 da. So it's the same. So we're getting people used to a cadence. Yep. So we'll do the time, money, and then your dreams is going to be another fast one of, standing on the beach, looking at the sun, hiking, you know, maybe getting married, just like a bunch of different things that could manifest what dreams mean. And I'm happy for any sort of suggestions on what those images, or, you know, if you want me to pick the images for all of these, I will. If you want a video person to pick them, that's fine. But that.
Pick them.
Okay, no problem. Okay, any questions so far on what we've seen?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Then we're moving into, it's like in the Wizard of Oz. Then we move into the colorful land. Welcome to the Lonely Entrepreneur. Video begins with a black screen, fade to text in orange. Now again, Michael, if you want to continue with the same thing, we can say, we can do welcome, or we can do Lonely Entrepreneur. You know, we're about to barrage them with a bunch of visuals, so we can decide whether or not we want to continue with an orange theme over there. But then we go straight into
It probably, Sarah, it just probably makes sense at that point to have something there, whether it's our logo or the learning community logo, or just something that introduces us, right?
okay.
Would it be, I'm just going to throw this
I'm
out.
back,
Would
by
it be,
the way, guys. I didn't want to.
oh, hey, welcome back.
Hey, Eric, when did you come in?
What about something like a big stop or stop the search, or
But don't we want to introduce Lonely Entrepreneur at this point?
Yes, that's what the text is. Welcome to the Lonely Entrepreneur. So I wrote logo. We can do a fade in with the logo. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Eric, just a quick, so you can scroll. I won't review it all with you, but you can scroll. The important thing I want you to see is that we have a cadence here going. Single, and then a rapid fire image flip through of things. So we're establishing cadence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Strangeland, you get lost, you want to scream. Strangeland with a map or with a phone that's holding a map. But this time you get community and awesomeness. This time over here in scene 7, I'm going to add the word business, so that we continue with the visual pattern. Business, back dark alleyway, and this is going to be a fast scroll through of all the things that are on the line when you run a business. So lots of pictures of families, dreams, houses, weddings, shit like that, right?
I love it.
So that we're putting images to what is on the line for people. This is also chapter 1. Remember we talked about the different chapters. So this is chapter 1. Time, money, and your dreams, and the same thing, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for your dreams, it's all images that evoke the feeling of, this is what I've wanted to achieve in life, like feelings of accomplishment, right? Now you're caught up to where we are. So for this screen, instead of this, for scene 13, I'm gonna fade in with the logo. For scene 14, we are going to go to an orange screen, because we've moved into the color zone with the We Speak Entrepreneur, so that we really reinforce the text with the voiceover, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we get to the point about we've created a product, a resource, one place that you can go for the strategic and for the business and personal questions you have about running your own company, we're going to use a mobile device. So we'll flip to the teal background, and we'll have a mobile device with our platform on it, right? Or with something that represents it visually, fading in and like zooming in from the background. So now we have the solution, and here's the solution emerging, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions? Okay, so this is awesome. I like this. In scene 16, our voiceover is no frantic web searches for solutions at 2 a.m. And for this, I suggest a blank search box that has like the flashing mouse in it, right? With some sort of question. How do I raise money? What the fuck am I doing? No, we don't really say that, but you know what I mean. One question, and then flying towards the screen, I want to see all of the other frantic 2 a.m. searches. So,
Yep.
and those will all be on our brand colors. Why is this so hard? How do I fire someone? Arg, with like curse words, you know, not curses, but like the asterisk shit. So we want to see all those flying questions coming towards us so that it's overwhelming. Okay.
Yep.
And then we
Sarah, quick question. Where does the learning community logo come in?
That's a great question. In the next chapters, we start working with the actual images of the platform. So I would say we can pull that into scene 18.
So, but the point is that at this point, all we've done is we've introduced Lonely Entrepreneur. We say we speak entrepreneur, and we're still defining the problem for them. We haven't told them the solution yet, right?
Well, we did tell them the solution one scene ago.
Where?
In scene 15, zoom in on mobile device. We've created a product, a resource, one place that you can go for all the strategic and personal questions you have about running your own business.
So that's probably where the logo should come in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That's why we're saying we're zooming in on a handheld phone. If you looked at the visual, the logo is on here already.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't see. I'm sorry. I had covered that on my screen. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, everything is showing that. So you're seeing our product come to life already, okay?
And
so,
I would say the more you can just make it the logo as opposed to all that other stuff, right? The better.
I just want to highlight that one of the things that we liked about the Dropbox video is that it showed product in motion. So
Okay.
wherever we can work in the logo, we should 100% do it. But I think having a little bit of scope of what the product is will be really helpful. So just make a note on that. And at the end, if you don't feel like we've addressed it enough, we can add it some more, okay?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then we move to the white screen with flying image bubbles. So we've offered the solution, no frantic web searches, no pulling your hair out because everybody thinks you're crazy. Now we're pulling in people for people to identify with, which I personally really like. We haven't really done this in color just yet. We saw in the Dropbox video that they used faces and bubbles like this and it looked great. Sorry, I don't know who's calling me. And it looked great. So we're gonna have the bubbles of people coming towards us. Now these are fast beats. So don't think that everything in here gets the same equal 30 seconds. They don't, right? I don't have the timing written out here, but scene 16 and scene 17 are very quick. No frantic web searches for solutions at 2 a.m. No pulling your hair out of your head, right? They're super fast. And then we move to scene 18, which is a white screen digital device with icons on it. I just used a stock from the actual Dropbox video, but we're gonna use icons that represent fireside chat, learning community, modules, rooms, chat rooms. Like this is showing all the different pieces and places that you can go to get answers within the one device. So we've got our device there, it's the hero, it's static, and then sort of moving all around it is visual elements that represent our platform. And this was frankly taken directly from what Dropbox did that we all liked. And this will obviously reinforce the logo quite a bit, Michael. We can also have the logo zooming in alongside the elements as well too, by the way. That could be
Sir,
cool.
is this the screen where we're trying to define the elements of the product, or is this the screen where?
No.
Go ahead. Okay, gotcha.
This is the point that reinforces that there are lots of ways to get answers to the same questions.
Okay, great.
Okay. Okay, so now we're moving into the next chapter, which is the final. This is chapter 3. So chapter 1 was, here's your problem, here's the deal. Chapter 2 was, yo, we can solve this. We got this. We got a product for that. And chapter 3 is the explainer part, okay? So this is the part that's a little bit more challenging, but I think I chatted with Victoria and Eric, and I think we've got something that I think we're happy with. So right now our job is to explain to people what's going on in the platform. So in scene 19, we start with opening a folder on a desktop. They did this in Dropbox and it looks really cool. You basically mimic a desktop and you show a mouse like hovering over and then clicking on something, right? So it's just how to get to the learning community. So whether we want to show it on a mobile device or whether we show it on a desktop, it's up to us, but we're showing people. It's super quick. Our learning community includes. So we're just saying, here's, we're opening it up. So I think we should do it on a desktop, but here's how you open us up. And then we say 300 bite-sized learning modules, tips, tools, and resources. And this is where we actually do a screen scroll through the different modules that are available.
So Sarah, one question to ask is, when you think about organizing what we do, I always get concerned when we give this kind of laundry list of stuff, learning modules and resources, and not dividing them out to see you're getting 1, 2, 3. So one thing to consider is, I don't know how effective this is or isn't, is, I think of it when I explain it these days, I say, we're basically bringing together 3 things: knowledge, tools, and support, right? And the knowledge is obviously the learning modules, the tools are tools and templates and vendor reviews, and the support is the community and the coaching. Just think about it a little bit. I worry about you get this and this and this and this and this, and that it doesn't hit on the big things that I think that they need.
Okay, let me show you the next scene and then we can come back to this because I think there might be a way for us to work that in, okay?
Okay, cool.
So in scene 21, we've got the subject call outs because the text says on topics that range from writing a business plan to securing funding, how to manage your time and more. And so I wanted to do this by having the learning community fade into the background, right? Grow transparent, and having these image bubbles pop up with these subjects, right? Which I think is—
I really like this.
Yeah. So what I was suggesting then, Michael, if you want to highlight knowledge, tools, and support, is that we could divide scene 20 so that the first part we show it, and then the second part we go to this fade out that's in scene 21 a little bit more, and we actually pull up the words knowledge, tools, and support in the same way.
Yeah. So I think that something like where you're talking about, we give you multiple ways to get answers.
Yeah.
We give you knowledge. We give you tools. We give you support. And then like scene 21 is like knowledge, right?
Yeah. So let me go a little further and then we'll come back. Okay.
Yep.
We don't want to look at it individually. We want to see where it goes in the whole. Okay. But hold that thought about editing scene 20 because I think maybe we can.
Yep.
Okay, so we move into 21, which I agree I think we all like, which is the idea of really calling out the subjects in an easy way. Then we go to, plus we've got a vibrant community of entrepreneurs who come together to trade ideas, support, discuss their greatest issues. I thought we could do, Eric, I borrowed your face. I thought we could do the same thing that we saw them do in Dropbox, which looks awesome, which is where chat room exists in the background. And then we actually see conversation bubbles going like sort of in, like the typing out and then to the typing out. That was in Dropbox and it looked really fucking cool. And I would love for us to do the same thing here.
Yeah, so I think that I want our mindset to be, this is how people get answers, not just this one, but all of the things, Sarah, right? We're giving you multiple ways to get the answers that you need. So this particular one, it's what's differentiating about our community is not community chatting. What's differentiating about our community is that it's a place to get answers, right? So it's get answers from us. Now, no doubt that they're chatting with others. Okay. Right. But we just have to reinforce that piece of it.
Okay, so what I think we could do is, okay, hold on. I got an idea. Give me one sec. What I can do I got it. I got it. I don't have a visual representation of it, but I will. Is for like slide, like scene 20, 21, 22, and 23, I can do some sort of an overlay that says, get answers with education, get answers via live chat, get answers via blah, 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 so that we're showing people all the different ways to get answers.
Yeah, that to me, when you go onto a bunch of these other sites, Sarah, you see this like laundry list of you get this and this and this and this and this and this, and you get to engage with each other, stuff like that. What I want to, if the whole premise is that we're giving you this direction in this, you're not in a strange land anymore. What this learning community gives you multiple ways to get the answers you need, right? And one of those ways is learning, is knowledge. One of those ways is tools. One of those ways is support. And obviously the support part is, it's a little bit about chatting with each other, but it's more so being able to get answers from us at Lonely Entrepreneur.
Okay, I got it. I totally get it. So what I think we need to do is I need to add some sort of a overlay or quick shot between each that says get answers with blah, 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 get answers with. And Dropbox did that a little bit. So I may look at the way they did it, but I'll work that in. I just made a note for scene 20 to 23, add that overlay in, okay?
Yep, the only other thing, Sarah, is it should not be called fireside chats. Nobody knows what that means. That's purely for a crisis. So that should be, what should it be?
We say weekly live coaching.
Yeah.
So the VO is voiceover, and 23, that's just for our knowledge. Okay?
Yeah, we should just, that's understood. Just, I want you to know that language shouldn't really be anywhere in this, the fireside chat stuff.
Okay, yeah, it's not. So in scene 23, we move into the live video coaching. And I think what would be really cool, Michael, is maybe if we could actually use video here. So if we can set up, or if you guys can set up like a Zoom call with like 5 or 10 people, it doesn't matter who they are, right? But everything can be animated and talking at once, and we get like 1 minute of stock video of that. It'd be really cool if the live video coaching was actually showed movement, and not just a static image.
How long would that be though?
A couple of seconds.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But if we've got it, then it's that's stock footage and a stock image that you guys will use a dozen times or more, like if we have an actual image of Michael, Victoria, and however many clients or team or 20 people or whatever, and we own that image, then we can do anything with it, and you'll use that a lot. So it's worth getting people together for. And
so what is it that we want to get? We want to get 20 people on a Zoom call. And what happens on that Zoom call?
Nothing. Everybody calls in using video, and for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you bullshit and you record it, and then you download it as high resolution as possible, and then we use it for stock footage.
Got it. So
it doesn't even have to be 10 minutes. It can be like literally 2 minutes, right, Sarah? You just need an image like that.
Yeah. And if you want me to tell you, like, if you want me to tell you how to maximize that, like by asking people a question, if you actually do that, we can do that. That's a different issue. But yes, we're only, but yeah, we can have some sort of stock footage like that. Okay. And then we move into, call outs where we show people the ways to get answers, live coaching videos, peer reviews, communities. We pull into the mobile device, Screen Zoom pulls onto the mobile device on a white background while call out words pop up that get pulled into the phone. And the words can be community, live coaching, peer video, peer reviews, videos, answers, blah, 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 however many.
This is where, Sarah, I want to be, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to, the more random the words are, the less reinforcing it is, right? So if you're getting, oh shit, is it 2 o'clock? Oh, I gotta jump in a minute. And I need us to jump off this Zoom, guys. Shit. I just want to make sure the words we're using, like, I don't want to use words like peer review if we're saying it's community coaching, learning, right? I don't want to start to use them. I want them to understand the pieces that are there.
Okay. Do you want to continue this Zoom later, Michael, or
Yeah, that would be great because I need everybody to jump off this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
This is great, Sarah. It's
Thank
really
you.
good. Thanks.
Thanks.
Cool.
Awesome.